Please turn your sound on to hear full explanations of our answers. Thank you. The question is, what is the best Forex book for beginners? And my answer, I am going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to actually recommend you two different books. Because, you see, Forex is quite a broad topic, if you like. And no single book covers absolutely everything. You tend to find that books cover different things. Some are more broad than others. But of course, the more broad that you get, the less in detail and the less you can really understand certain points. So these two books here, Market Wizards, and there's actually a follow-up called The New Market Wizards. But Market Wizards is a classic book. It's about maybe 15 years old now, and it's an interview with some of the top traders in the world, most of whom trade Forex. Some also trade other things like the stock market and commodities and things like that. But really, it's an amazing book. There are themes in that book that you're going to learn, and it's an interview Q&A style format. There are things that you're going to learn in there that really transcend even Forex. They will work in nearly any market. And these are things that it's absolutely essential to know. So before you start thinking, well, you know, this isn't a Forex focused book or something like that, before you start to think that, you should understand that there are certain core values, there are certain core topics in trading that you need to know for Forex as well as any other type of trading. And a lot of this is about using your logic instead of emotions in your trading decisions. So really read that book. It's amazing. The other book, Reminiscences of a Stock Operator, you're not going to believe this. This book was written, I think, in the 1930s, and it's a classic. It's a classic, and some of the top traders in the world recommend this book even today. And the reason for that is it is a kind of, you know, it's an enjoyable read because it's almost reads like fiction. It almost reads like a biography, which really is a biography of a real trader. And it's about how in the post-depression era, how he eventually learned how to get good at Forex, and then he actually lost a load of money, but then he made it all back. And this is if you read his journey, you can avoid making the big mistake that he made, which is the same big mistake that so many Forex traders make today. And again, that's related to emotions and logic in your trading. So both those books are really good. I am actually going to recommend another book. If you do want a book that is focused on Forex, but I'm telling you, it's not going to really teach you anything about the psychology of trading, which is the most important thing, but it is still really good. There's a book by an author called Ashraf Laidi. So you spell that L-A-I-D-I, Ashraf Laidi, and it's called something like Currency Markets and Intermarket Analysis, so something like that. But this guy has really come to the fore quite recently, and he's a real authority on the markets, the currency markets, and he even has a paid subscription. You know, it shows that his words, his advice is actually worth a lot, that people are willing to pay fees to him just to get his daily reports. So this guy is good, and that book that he wrote is kind of like a Bible of the currency markets and how they work together, and his own theory on it, because he has his own particular angle on it, which you'll notice he always talks about when he's on CNBC, you know, talking to Maria Bartiromo or on another show. He always talks about this particular theory. It's his own theory that works for him and helps him make money. And he's kind of even more than just a trader. He kind of sees himself as a bit of a guru. And in a way, to his credit, he knows his stuff. He really does. So anyway, I hope you like this video. Listen, I just want to leave you with this. If you want to become a better trader, if you want to become an efficient, consistent, reliable performing trader who's banking reliable profits and always upping his game every few months and getting better and better and better, instead of being caught in a loop of emotions and always losing your deposit or losing whatever you put in your account. If you want to start the journey to becoming a really good trader and a much better trader and a consistently learning trader and always getting better at the markets, then I want to recommend a link below. Please click the link in the description box below. That is a site, a resource created by one of the biggest traders in the world. And he's so good that he actually teaches both live, you know, in seminars and also even remotely over the internet. in Skype groups and Facebook groups and that kind of stuff. He's really good. He teaches a lot of guys who are beginner to intermediate who either wanted to be better or quite often were losing their way and not really doing very well. What he does is he prescribes a kind of system of working that is flexible and adaptable to your own needs, that makes you better, makes you more self-disciplined in the way that you trade, and stops you making those same mistakes over and over again, and just turns you into a trader who's on the right path. So please click the link in the description box below, and I know you're going to be blown away by what he has to say, and I'll see you soon in another video. Take care.